What's cracking, YouTube? It's your boy, though, back again with another reaction. Look, we got the scary truth about the Warriors 2022 death lineup. And all I gotta say is, let Wiggy work. Just let him work. That's all I gotta say. But before we start this video, man, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. We 2 subs away from 360 subscribers. Let's go. YouTube, hey, before I start, YouTube, I don't know why, but it's like delayed and it's 1 sub off. It's weird. I don't know what's wrong with YouTube, but let's go.
Long ago, before Draymond Green ever called KD from a parking lot, one of the greatest lineups that ever took place on the basketball court emerged out of nowhere. They became the new world order in the NBA and challenged the then undisputed king of basketball, LeBron James, the chosen one. The end result was LeBron needed IV treatment due to the unrelenting ferociousness of this death lineup. And after a half-decade of conquering the NBA, this death squad disappeared as fast as it came. Now, 2 years later, deep in the horizon, slowly but surely, another death lineup is coming. What does this mean for the rest of the NBA? A new death lineup is forming in the Bay Area with the Golden State Warriors, and in 2022, this squad will dominate the league and bring the Larry O'Brien Trophy home sweet home.
I don't know about that. But I do think this team would really, I think they could easily go to the second round. Easily.
First off, let's go over who will star in this lineup. This one is a no-brainer. Steph Curry is just coming off a season that mirrored his unanimous MVP season. He may not have won the championship, but he put the league on notice and reminded them just who he is. He capped off the year by winning his 2nd scoring title. But let me assure you, he is only getting started. So Steph will be at the 1.
Easily.
Curry's got time to work here.
Easily. The best point guard of all time.
And who will play the 2 is pretty obvious. I know the fans in the Chase Center will explode once this guy takes the floor. I'm talking about the other Splash brother, the beast of the Bay, Klay Thompson. Klay's not only hungry for missing out on the last 2 seasons, but he's inspired as well by his friend Kevon Durant. Despite KD's fallout with the Warriors and leaving the team, he's still close with the Splash brothers and has given first-hand experience on how to overcome this devastating adversity that Klay is facing. Thank you, Durant. Most people who have Achilles injuries never come back the same. I mean, it's perhaps one of the worst injuries you can sustain in basketball. But Kevon Durant has literally come back even better, as evident from his 49-point triple-double win against the Milwaukee Bucks. Klay and KD still talk frequently, and I'm sure with Durant's help, number 11 Klay Thompson is going to come back just as strong as KD has. And he's going to obviously play the number 2 position in this death lineup.
Klay Thompson's going to have to get his legs back, but that shooting and that touch will never go away. That's facts. If you're a shooter, let me know.
Playing the 3 will be Juan Toscano Anderson.
The
reason why JTA will be part of this death lineup,
he won't even
meshes in perfectly with Steve Kerr's small ball system.
Is he even going to be on the roster? Who is he? Toscano Red Peppers? Come on, at the 3? Stop it, bro. Being disrespectful, bro.
From 2021, the best 4-man lineup, which has consistently outscored opponents, included the 28-year-old Oakland native. He shot the 3 ball over 40% this past season, sets screens, cuts backdoor, and also does a lot of that fake dribble handoff that Dre Magic does so well. JTA will play the 3.
Lee with 11, Jordan Poole with 10. Quick team fouls, keep attacking. Juan Toscano Anderson done.
That was nice.
Number 4 will be the number 1 draft pick from 2014, Andrew Wiggins. Standing at 6'7", Wiggins will be a bit undersized at this position, but it's positionless basketball anyway. Wiggins can guard well, just like Andre Iguodala did back in the day. Wiggins just finished his best shooting year ever in his career, and he's just entering his prime. Isn't that nuts? I feel like Wiggins is 30 for some reason.
Wiggins is only what? 25? But guess what? Wiggins had the best, one of his best. Now I think it might be the best defensive season he's ever had this year. I like this lineup. Toscano Red Peppers, I can see him coming off the bench. Not being a starter, especially if they do what I expect them to do with that trade. I really think they can get. I think they can get Siakam, but if they do that, Toscano Red Peppers are going to the. Might go to the gulag, bro. No cap.
But he's only entering his prime, and that's got to be exciting for Warriors fans around the world. I expect him to be even better this season, and we all know he will. Wiggins will play the 4.
One-on-one mismatch. They went boxes and elbows defensively.
Easy.
Playing the 5 is a no-brainer. Draymond Green, Dre Magic, the man whose emotions run hotter than active volcanoes. He was a finalist for the Defensive Player of the Year award this year, and just has to do it again next year, plus bring out a little more offense. In order to be more effective with his offensive game, he needs to lay low on the booze in the offseason and take some shooting lessons from Klay and Steph. Yeah. I know it's hard to stay away from the booze, Dre, but you can do it. We believe in you. Draymond Green will play the 5.
Got Jared Allen with a small defender on him. Exploit the matchup. Draymond.
Oh, okay, Draymond.
Some of y'all might be saying, what about Wiseman? Or what about Jordan Poole? Wiseman will probably start games, and if he works both hard and smart in the offseason, he'll be a huge contributor as he puts up averages of about 15 and 10. But in situations where the Warriors will want a lot more small ball flow and movement, Wiseman will probably be out of the death lineup.
My thing is with Wiseman is if the Warriors is trying to go back to the way they played or they trying to stay the way they played, what's the point of having James Wiseman wasting potentially 3 to 4 more years of the Warriors going through trying to still be the 2015 or 2016 Warriors with somebody who easily can be tradable and other teams will want, you know what I'm saying? So I would see them trading Wiseman because why waste his time and your time?
Jordan Poole, on the other hand,
that's just
have
me.
A stellar season next year and is a potential 6th man of the year type of player. Instead of being on the death lineup, because of his ability to generate offense and create for his teammates, Poole will be better suited to leading that second unit when Steph goes to the bench.
Shooting is there. The 2 crossovers. The Warriors shooting is kind of hard to be believed in.
Kevon Looney is actually, low-key, one of the biggest contributors on this Warriors team. He was actually part of the most used 5-man lineups this season, and that lineup consistently outscored opponents by 10.8 points. If he could only shoot better from the outside, he'd have a great chance of joining that death lineup. But instead, he'll play a key role coming off the bench.
You know what's crazy? Kevon Looney only averaged like 4 points.
Situations, because it'll be both an offensive juggernaut and defensively stout. They're going to be top 5 in both offense and defense. Steph Curry just won the scoring title, and I'm sure he'll be coming out with even more fire. You can't double team him as much in 2022 because they'll just swing the ball over to Klay Thompson. And just like Steph, he's a guy you don't want to get hot.
Cousins ran out on him. 5 for 5, including 3 threes. Oh, that's a deep one.
Quick trigger, bro.
Andrew Wiggins and JTA also both shot the 3 ball around 40%. And if Draymond can shoot from the perimeter, like he did in 2016, then yeah, you're right, it is game over. On the defensive end, they'll have 2 All-NBA defensive players in Klay and Draymond. Andrew Wiggins, although he didn't make any all-defensive teams, is hands down one of the best perimeter defenders in the league. He's capable of locking down players like Kawhi Leonard, Bradley Beal, and even King James.
Defensively, and Golden State, the 5th-rated defense in the NBA this year. Oh, and Wiggins with the block of James.
What?
He's soft. He can't play defense. Timberwolves fans was saying all that. They was disrespecting Andrew Wiggins. But look at y'all's team still. Oh, yeah. I'm just saying, don't hate on Wiggins.
But what's going to complement this death lineup so well is the bench. If Jordan Poole can become the 6th man of the year and channel his inner Jordan Clarkson, there is going to be a non-stop flow of scoring for the Warriors. And by the way, did you all hear about the addition of Dejan Milojevic?
Who the fuck is that?
The name sounds like a European all-star shooter, like the 2 Bogdanoviches of the league. But he's actually a player development coach. He used to be a Serbian center, just a rugged, undersized 5, who is known for his exceptional footwork skills. He's the one responsible for developing and coaching the 2021 MVP Nikola Jokic.
2021
Joker
GOAT.
came over to the
You got
United
that wrong.
States,
GOAT.
and now he's going to be in the Bay Area. And his next disciple is none other than James Wiseman. When Milojevic meets Wiseman, he's going to say to him,
I'm looking forward to completing your training.
James Wiseman is going to have the summer of his life, being trained by someone who trained an MVP. Plus, if you haven't heard, he's going to have a few lessons from the original big ticket, Kevon Garnett. While James Wiseman won't be on the death lineup, he's going to spell out death for opposing defenders, and he is going to be huge for the Warriors.
I think
Mr.
Wiseman's
Right
too
Time,
good
Right
to
Place,
just keep him
Kevon
on the
Looney
Warriors,
will
bro.
also get
On
some
a
off-season
burner.
improvements and just be dangerous coming off that bench. All the Warriors need now is a few talented veterans to complement this death lineup. I'm looking at vets like Rudy Gay and Dwayne Dedmon, who can come in and play solid minutes. And then to them, I say,
You do not yet realize your importance. You have only begun to discover your power.
for 2022, the Warriors are going to have a death lineup, a strong bench, and veterans that can provide solid minutes when the big three are resting. I understand the Brooklyn Nets have a big three composed of 2 former MVPs and Uncle Drew. From what I hear, the Lakers are looking to form a big three with either Westbrook or Lillard.
Damian Lillard, I seen it. A report came. They ain't put a 4-team list out. Lakers is on one of them.
Teaming up with LeBron and AD.
I'm
But
saying.
no matter who's in the way, I just don't see this
Come play with
2022
the
Warriors
king,
team
get a
losing.
ring.
If they can stay healthy, they're hungry, they're talented, and they're proven. They are going to have a high level of focus. I mean, the playoffs aren't even halfway over yet, and Curry is already training back at day one training. Speaking of Steph, I know this death lineup is going to be insane, but Curry is going to have a revenge year for the ages. What's that? You didn't hear that yet? Aw, man. Click this video then.
Oh!
Watch how Steph Curry is
NBA
going to tear up
wears-
the league single-handedly next season.
Hey, man. Hopefully he do. But, you know what I'm saying? I'm not a Warriors fan. I'm an Andrew Wiggins fan. I like Stephen Curry. I like Klay Thompson. I like every NBA player. I didn't like when the Warriors tried to beat up on LeBron and ganged up on him, bro. That was disrespectful, rude, and diabolical. I don't respect that. But the king is now the GOAT, and there's no debate about it. So I can let it go. But you know, I gotta support my guy Wiggins. Hold up, I'm about to cut. Since my guy Wiggins is playing good, you know, I get to bring this back out. Being a LeBron fan, I ain't gonna lie, I got this. I don't know if y'all, what I say, Warriors. They don't make these no more. NBA don't rock with Adidas no more. So you know this has been in the chambers for a minute. That's the Warrior shooter shirt. You know what I'm saying? I might have to pop that back out. But YouTube, this is the end of the video, man. Hit that like button, hit the subscribe button. Recommend me other videos to watch next. And I'm gonna catch you boys on the flip, man.